how to make twink builds. Twink builds are really simple but confusing to most new players and some other players that don't understand the Dark Souls very well. This area is a no casual zone, so if any of you casuals are watching this, leave now, or else you'll get triggered. Winky face. How do you make this build, you say? Well, there's quite a selection of armor, weapons, and rings, but most of the rings are limited to health since you really need health and stamina. Favor ring is probably the most preferable, but life ring can be a second. What I ended up using is a life ring, bloodbite ring, chloranthy ring, which increases the stamina regeneration, and Flin's ring, which increases damage when you have low equip load. Now, if you're wondering, what are the weapons that you really want for this build to actually work? Well, there are quite a few weapons at Lothric. For my twink build, I went with a weapon called Deep Battle Axe. You can obtain this weapon by going to a mimic, throwing a undead hunter charm, and simply grabbing it from the mimic's mouth. Easy as that, but if you want to fight the mimic, it's you. Go ahead. I don't have nothing against that, but this weapon is pretty useful, but not as useful as a Stora straight sword. But it can be found at a later bonfire in the High Wall of Lothric, so keep that in mind. Reinforcing and infusing weapons are really important to this twink build, so I'd recommend doing these both. If you have a fire gem that you got from your burial gift, use that. Or if you got a raw gem from hunting a lizard, then go ahead and infuse that as well. But more importantly, the raw gem is very important if you're infusing it into an Astora straight sword. So do that and make the weapon +2, so that way you don't have any trouble piercing through armor. Now that I've shown you my armor, weapons, and rings and stats, it's time to start the video. So let the fighting begin.
name is John C.